What is up, survivors? We are back with another mod review. I apologize with this one coming out late, but due to some technical difficulties, we had to wait it out. And again, I apologize. We hope it won't happen again, but my head looks a little bit different, and you guys should probably know why. Today's mod review, we are going over Eco's Tokugawa Empire. This is one of the series of Eco's Empire's mods. Each one of these mods has its own style that it's kind of wrapped around entirely, but we're going to go over everything right here. So we're going to start all the way down at the end over here and work our way back. Going all the way down here. So all the stuff that we can craft. So primarily what you're going to get out of here is structures, a little bit of apparel, a lot of different food and drink options. And more structure based. You're going to get some weapons and some skins, but primarily that's what we're looking at here. So cool thing is we have two cherry trees, and you can actually, these cherry blossom trees, you can make these and craft these and actually place them down for awesome decoration. And these are two different trees. Like I said, you'll be able to pick these up and place them, and they look pretty great actually. I mean, these are pretty, I like that there's a slight color between the two. And I think this is actually, Tanabata wish tree. All right, so this has got to be a different. All right, so this is actually a different species of tree. I thought it was another cherry blossom tree, but it's definitely not. It's definitely a different species of tree, but they do look great. But that's to be expected when we're talking about eco, right? No such thing as a bad eco mod. Over here we have our gate system. This is one big structure what we have in the frame here. So the gate in front of you is separate, everything else is one structure, and this is kind of like a halfway point between like a behemoth gate and a dino gate. It's a little bit wider than a dino gate, but it's not as big as a behemoth gate. We can pop that open. We get that nice stone slide sound when it's open and closing. And we'll go up a little bit and kind of cruise around it just to take a look. But we get the trees inside on the corners here, and this awesome look. I absolutely love the trim work on all of this stuff, and the roofs look amazing on here. But this is your gate structure. Scrolling down this way is our stables. So this is actually, there's two different sizes. So the two in the middle are actually like a double wide, and then the ones on either end are a single. Which I like for multiple reasons. Aesthetically, I think it looks cool to be able to break it up, but also practicality wise, I think some of the medium-sized mounts are a little bit wider, so I think they fit perfect in here. Like when I saw the middle sections, I immediately thought like Dire Bear would fit perfect here, where like your Equus or whatever would fit here, or another creature that I might be introducing you to. You'll just have to wait and see. Anywho, the stable doors are separate. You do have to craft those separately and put them on there, and we'll show you where all the crafting stuff takes place at. And this can be said about pretty much all the big structures we're going to go over. The whole structure is one piece. The doors are separate pieces, and then you can still build while you're inside of those things. But be very careful, because you can pick this whole structure up. So if you're going to take something like this down and move it, make sure you take everything down inside. Pop the doors off as well, and then pick the structure up. But yeah, all of these structures that we're looking at, you can pick up and place down. Over here is the smaller of all the structures, and this is kind of almost like a starter home style, one person, just one little area in here, which may seem a little in the beginning, but really, I mean, you could put a bed, some forges, a smithy, some storage boxes in here, and be pretty well set pretty early on. So this is definitely nothing to stick your nose up at. And I like these little the window cutouts. You'll see this style kind of reoccurring through this mod, which I think is really neat. I like that little thing just to make it that much different. The glass looks great. The accents look great. Really fun. All right, cruising over here. This guy is kind of the same footprint as this one, but it's 2 stories tall. That's the difference between these two. This front door is actually all one big door section, so pretty much what we got in frame right now is two doors, and they do open and close like that. We get this bottom area that doesn't have the cutouts, but it has the same paneling windows going all the way around. But then we also have a ladder to get up top to give you access to a top area up in here, which still gives you a lot of room in here. And then you even have a balcony that you can walk off on. Again, you can craft doors to put inside of here to close all this stuff off. Sometimes I think these things are very deceiving, because I played a server using the Eco Roman mod, and at first I thought some of these buildings might not have enough space inside of them, but truth be told, they actually do. You can fit quite a lot just in this building, really. When you really think about it, it wouldn't be too hard to cram most of your crafting needs, with the exception of anything huge as far as height wise inside of here. But this will pretty much house everything you need, really. Moving over here, this is another awesome little awesome structure, and we're getting a little bit bigger, as you can see, right? We're still going off the same footprint, but we also have like a patio connection on the side here. I would tell you the names of these things, but we all know I'm going to slaughter. Like, look, the name. We know what's going to happen. I'm going to try to pronounce it. It's going to be all wrong, and I'm going to look like an idiot. So I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. It's not happening. You're not going to make me do it. I'm not going to make a fool out of myself. All right, so we're going to come in here and close the door. And this is just a single door. Probably should have said that, but look at this beautiful mural. You're going to see this repeat a couple of times in the buildings in here, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. We get the little window cutouts that look really neat, and then we have the area here that's almost like a patio garden-ish area. I guess you could put like maybe your farming, like your farm in here would be perfect. Like put your crop plots in here. Even a small dinos, really. You could probably fit a small dino or two inside of here and have it like a little dino area. Whatever you want to do with it. And we're going to jump up. So you actually have, it's actually open concept up top. So it is actually supposed to, it is like an outdoor garden area. So perfect for crop plots, or if you want to put tames in there or whatever. These top balconies are just aesthetics. You can't actually get up inside of that. It's just how it looks. And then we have the murals again on the outside, which look great. All right, so this is one of the last big structures we can talk about. Hello, sir. Did you know we were doing something out here? You know what? At least you're not a pteranodon flying in front of my face. I'll allow this. I'll totally allow that. You do you. This is one of your fence sections. Pretty straightforward, right? It's just a fence section. And these can be lined up and shaped out however you want. It's a fence. We all know what fences do. This fence just looks cooler than most fences. That's the difference. But same deal, fence. All right, over here we have the shrine. And let me actually close this door so you can check this out too. This, again, these structures are all one big piece that you plop down. So you're gonna need a lot of room. If you're gonna use all these, you're gonna need a lot of room. But look at this. This is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, so we can come up the steps and open this awesome door. We get that same sound that we got from the dino gates when we opened up. We have a wing off to this side. We have a wing off to this side. And we have the back area, but then we have this awesome pond area. It even has the koi fish drawn over the glass, and we have koi fish hanging around underneath of it. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So we got this back area we can walk around in back here. With the curtains and everything, and I got a tree stuck in here. My bad, ran out of space. Anyway, we have the different wings that still have the cutouts and the awesome murals on the wall here. This is a pretty big area. This is pretty substantial in here. Pretty substantial. But there's a whole lot of interior decorating that comes with this mod, and we're going to go over all of that stuff too. So let's step out and go over all that. So this is a lot of the interior decorating stuff you're going to have, and we're also going to have the boat out here. So we're going to go over the boat first, and we're going to come back and check all this stuff out while the trilobite just, it does what a trilobite does, I guess. All right. So the boat is Gigantor, and it does fly around pretty much as fast as, oh goodness. It flies around just as fast as like a motorboat does. So typical motorboat speed, you're going to be able to spin around pretty easily with this. And it does go forward and backwards as well. So you even get the motorboat agility and speed out of it. This is a super huge boat, but look, God, it looks great. So we got the throne chair in the back and the banners in the back, and we'll talk about those. You can actually make those separately over there on shore, and we'll talk about how you make those and what they look like. The captain's wheel and the stairs down, wood grain. I mean, this is gorgeous. I love the sails. The sails have the emblem stuck in them too. And then the statues on the pillars. I mean, this is great. I love the little red lantern on here. Beautiful. I like these lanterns in general. You see these are a common thing in this mod, in different shapes and sizes and lights, and they look great. You can't actually hide the sail in this. I'm assuming it's engineered to work like a normal raft, so it has everything like a normal raft. But it looks like you can actually sit on the different passenger seats versus sitting on the throne, which is kind of neat. So I can just kind of hang out just in my little bench over here. but it doesn't seem like, the only difference here is like you have the option to hide the sail, but it doesn't actually do that. Not that you would ever hide these sails. I mean, they're gorgeous. Why would you want to hide them? But yeah, you're not going to hide them. They're stuck there. All right, so let's go over the stuff on the shore, and then we'll have a couple other things to do, and that'll be it. Is there like a trilobite party around here that I didn't know about? And you guys did you invite friends? Is that what happened? Whatever. Anyway, we're going to start from this end and move around this way. So this is the Emperor bed, I believe. Yeah, so this is all one big piece, this right here. One big pagoda with the I guess you call it, I don't know, like a tent? Pagoda? Canopy? I'm not sure. I'm sure you probably call it something else that sounds better, but that's all I got. Awesome bed inside of here. It's like a double-sized bed, again, with the lights and everything, but this is all one piece, and it functions just like a normal bed would. We got like a single-style bed over here as well. And again, these all work like regular beds. You can lay on them, just like you could all the other beds. And fast travel to them. They do what beds do. This is the throne that we saw on the boat, which would also work perfectly in the back of that shrine that we looked at. The banners you can make independently with the koi fish wrapped around, which look great. This is a fish treat box, so you can make this specific koi treats that you can feed to tamed salmon, and you tame the salmon like normal. You feed this to them, and it transforms them into the koi fish like what we saw in the shrine, and they'll also give you some different colors as well. The grinding mill and I'm gonna assume that's supposed to be a stove. I'm gonna assume that's translated, that means stove. That's what we're gonna go with. Y'all know I'm dumb, right? You guys know this? I'm dumb, I'm trying here. So the grinding mill, you can actually, this mod, and this is pretty common theme with a lot of the Eco Empire stuff, you're gonna have a slew load of different ingredients and different consumables inside of here, different foods to make, which really kind of immerses you into the style of the empire that you're choosing to use. But we have all the different ingredients in here to make those, and then the stove. This thing works like a grill / indie cooker, and then it also has its own custom stuff in here. So you have your custom recipes in here. It'll still cook meat. It'll still cook meat for you like a grill will, but then you can also make all your dyes, and you can make all of your normal art consumables. So this, you don't, if you have this, you don't need an indie cooker really, and you don't need a grill. You can use this for pretty much anything. Over here, these are a lot of interior decorating aesthetic stuff. So we have our little short table here. We have the long table here. We have the mat here as well, and some decorative food stuff. So I'm gonna get rid of my HUD real quick so you can see this. This table here is all one piece. So all the food that's laid out on top of it, all the chopsticks and everything else, it's all one piece. The table here is one piece, but basically, how are we gonna do this? So this tray right here is one piece. This sushi tray is one piece, and the teapot and the bowl are separate pieces as well. And you can make those separately in the crafting thing, which is this guy over here. We'll talk about that, to make all that stuff and place them around. I really love the centerpiece on that table too. It looks good. Looks really good. All right, so these are storage jars that kind of look like what was on the front of the boat, but they'll actually extend the spoil time of some food sources for you. So a cheap man's fridge. These things work great for that. This is your crafting table, essentially, for anything in this mod. So if you're familiar with eco mods, you'll know that every different one of these mods has a separate crafting station to craft the stuff at. And this is the one that we're dealing with here. It's got this cool coral reeds look with the koi fish twisted around, and you can make all of your stuff on this guy right here. So all your crafting stuff is on here. So you have your storage box, which is a 250 slot storage box, which is great for the size that it is. 250 slots, I think that's awesome. And then we have the 2 hanging lampposts that we can make as well. That pretty much wraps up all of the structures. We do have a couple of items to go over. We can go over real quick. These are different skins for your head. I have the cool the samurai mask thing on. Let's remove this. What do we got here? This is the emperor skin, right? There we go. Then I look adorable, don't I? I look adorable like that. All right. What else we got? We have a long hair one, a long hair skin as well. Just kind of cool. Kind of works well. I kind of like that one. It fits. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. I can see my rat gear peeking through my beard. Anyway, let's remove this. And then last but not least, the Emperor's skin. Of course, we have to try this one out too. Oh, man. Whew, there we go. I look lovely. I look like $1 million. Y'all are just going to have to. That's hot stuff. That's hot stuff. You know it. I know it. Let's not kid ourselves. All right. Let's get out of here. So we have a couple of weapons too. So we have this guy, which looks lethal as hell. And this is the long pole. So this does like a knockback. It's kind of like a spear attack that does knockback as well. I don't think you have the ability to like throw this at all though. So it's pretty much just a pushback, knockback tool that you have. The sword has a sword skin to kind of go as like a, let me go back into somewhere where I'm not being assaulted by the glare. So we have the cool katana skin as well. And let's flop back over to the, oh god, that thing looks so mean. I would hate to get hit with that. Oh man, I'd hate to get hit with that. Brutal looking. We have these guys. We have shurikens that kind of work like, so you can just do a melee with them, but then they work like boomerangs as well. You can hold this, throw it, and they'll like do that and actually come all the way back to you. So you actually come back to you, which is pretty neat. What else do I have? Oh, I have the ladder in my inventory, bamboo ladder that goes in that house. I was wondering what I still had quick slotted in here. It didn't seem to make very much sense. We have one more thing to go over, and I believe it's hiding around here. What you doing? That might look like a raptor. It kind of looks like a raptor, doesn't it? But it's not a raptor. It's a thing. Look at this guy. So this is what they call a crane saddle skin for a raptor. So what you do is you tame a raptor and then you can make this saddle skin to put on top of it, and it looks like this. It still gets all the fun abilities that a raptor would get, but it doesn't look anything like a raptor. It looks like a really, really, really majestic / really angry crane. Looks really cool. I really like it. I like the little lights and hanging from the neck and from the back of the backpack, or from the back of the rough sack back there. Looks absolutely wonderful. So this is pretty much it, but this, I mean, I say pretty much it, but look at all this stuff you're getting out of this mod. You can make some really cool themed buildings this way with this, and it matches really well. It all ties into each other. You could easily make a small town just with one of each of these things kind of segregated together, having the gate entryway into everything, maybe even by the water, and have a little port for the ship. I mean, this is absolutely great. And again, this is what we expect when we see eco, right? We always see beautiful structures laid out very nicely. Everything aesthetically works with each other. It's very unique, and again, it's a trademark of eco. I never really, I don't ever have anything. I don't have anything to critique. I don't have anything to critique. I mean, it's just absolutely gorgeous. I just want more of it. Always want more. That's pretty much it. That's my critique. I want more. I want more. I don't know what more of. I don't know what you could possibly add to this, but I want more. Always. But again, beautiful mod. Absolutely love it. So happy we got to play around with it, and I am really looking forward to doing one of our next build videos using this mod. I think that's going to be a thing. We're going to have to incorporate that into one of the new build videos coming out. Anyway, guys, that's it for the mod review. That's Eco's Empire Tokugawa. Feel free to check it out, and we'll throw a link to their workshop, the Steam workshop, in the description of the video so you guys can see that for yourselves and download it and play around with it. As always, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that notification bell so you can see when the next videos are coming out. And feel free to follow me here, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch. We Twitch live stream Friday and Saturday nights around 8:30 p.m. Eastern. However, we did have an awesome YouTube stream. Our first ever YouTube stream was just last weekend, just on Sunday. Awesome way to celebrate my birthday, and we had an awesome stream and everybody came out. We are still going to do that, and we very well might start slowly. If the streams keep going that way, we might be migrating over to YouTube Live for most of our streams from now on. But anyway, guys, look out for that news coming down the road. The Conan playthrough will be out on Wednesday, which is tomorrow. I swear I know what day it is. So that one will come out. We'll have the Arc playthrough coming out later on this week, and we'll wrap things up with build video, and we'll try to get back on schedule. YouTube, for whatever reason, did not appreciate me the last couple days. I think I messed something up, but quite frankly, I don't know. Anywho, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.